for him. Thompson inside. MP's there. And Thompson gets it to go in on the assist from Duren. That's to George. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up to the Pistons. 7-point differential.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, can do almost anything.
Hooked away. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. And the 76.
Come on. I'm tripping. God, I'm getting 4 minutes.
And Detroit looking at the eight. Asar Thompson is out there with Howard. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Cunningham. And it's Stewart in at the 5. Home in the paint. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
A 3 from MP. Detroit with the rebound. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. It'll be the first of 4 played at home. Stewart. And a dunk by Stewart.
Well, where was the defense? You can't let a big man like Stewart get this distance.
Back to MP. A second chance effort. Pass to Watford. Here's Maxey. Misses the 3. Robinson with it. Now defended by MP. Thompson finds Robinson. Lets it go from 14. That's it. Coming off the assist from Thompson. Robinson's got his first 2 points. Here's Moss. And he drew the blocking foul. He'll go to the line for 2. It's on Asar Thompson. Stan, teams have different officiating crews, don't they? And how they tend to call the game.
Yeah, they do, Kevin. And there are some organizations who do it more than others. I'm not a fan of it myself because I think it puts your players' focus on the officials and takes away from focusing on what they're supposed to be doing on the court. So I'm not a big fan. Well, when you look at what he's provided them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading.
Robinson passes to Cunningham. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. George with the ball. Robinson picks him up. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. And here's MT for 3. Trails the three-pointer. Laws has got 7 points for the quarter.
Yeah, having this kind of confidence as a shooter will really do wonders for MT in the long run.
And they double up Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. Shots good by Duren. That's 12 points here for Jalen Duren.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Ross, no good. Pistons trail by 13. To the inside. And Duren slams it in.
Well, give credit to Duren's teammates. They know he's got the hot hand, and they're feeding him the ball.
And Thompson sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Oubre is checked in for Maxey. Now, while we have a second, let's go to the 2K leaderboard for a list of the league's top shooters from last season. Jalen Duren is second.
Put the ball in the bucket. I mean, that's the name of the game, right? I mean, just ask him. He'll have the answer for you.
And the dunk by MP.
Well, tonight has been the MP show. And guys, they have to keep it simple. Just keep feeding MP the ball and keep seeing him head to that point.
Now, here's Cunningham. He's got 9.
What timing on the alley-oop from Duren. That speaks to the chemistry and connection he has with his guys.
And that's a foul. Called on Ron Holland. That is his first foul of the game. And here's MT for 3. The shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists tonight. And for over a decade in the NBA, Greg, Paul George was as scary a wing as you'd find.
Man, a two-way terror with elite size and athleticism. The Sixers paid him hoping for more of the same, but can he hold off Father Time?
I just love to watch Cunningham orchestrate. At his size, that passing is elite.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Joel Embiid is trying to stay on the court, and to that end, he's lost weight and he's embraced wearing a knee brace. He said, "It's the right thing to do, giving me the support for the rest of my career. It may not look as good as it used to, with the jab and the pull and all that stuff, but it'll still work." Back to you, Kevin.
You got it. Trying to stay healthy. Thanks a lot, Allie. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
And the 76ers making a change here. Conference checked in.
Yeah, there's Cunningham unselfishly giving up the ball. Great pass.
Here's Boss. And MP throws it down.
And when the score is as lopsided as it is, and you can see they smell blood in the water, my man is going for the juggernaut.
Now, here's MP. He's got 36. Thompson with it. Now defended by MP. No good. He missed it. Brings him to 3 for 8 this game.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Pass to George. Back to MP. Takes a 3. That ball full speed that time from George. George has got his 4th assist in this one. 6 seconds separate the shot game clocks. That one falls.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
George passes to Boss. And MP throws it down.
Punching it in on the drive. MP doesn't mess around when he's got to lay the rim.
Cunningham gets the bucket. Cunningham's got 4 points in the quarter.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. They can load the plate.
And the way they have controlled the glass, this game really impressive.
Yeah, they're winning the possession battle. That's all winning side teams in the NBA.
And has been leading the charge for the 76ers. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. And we'll be right back after this.
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment on tap as we check out how the Eastern Conference is shaping up. How are you guys feeling about the conferences now? Relevant? Irrelevant?
You know what? That's not a bad record.
Let's move on now to that first half we were watching. It's a brutal game so far for the Detroit Pistons. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
George has the 4 with Embiid at the 5. In the backcourt, we'll see Maxey and Edgecombe. And it's MP in at the 3. That's Nick Nurse's 5 as we get into the second half. Thompson passes to Durant. Cunningham kicks to Thompson. The Pistons working the ball around now. Shoots. And he finally drops after rolling around the rim. Cunningham's got 15.
Yeah, he's in such a great rhythm right now. Makes sense to get him the ball any way you can.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
And showcasing that overwhelming strength. Embiid is so skilled at finishing over the aggressive defense.
Cunningham looking it over. Pass to Howard from deep. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got his fifth rebound right now in the game.
Yeah, and they show effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Well, you can see Thompson working on his passing and expanding his skill set.
The 76ers leading by 16. Embiid passes to Embiid. Outside, George. And here's Embiid for three. The shot's good on the assist by George. Embiid's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the 76ers. Here's Thompson, and he banks in the lead. 10 points for him.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. And it's Maxey with the ball for the 76ers. Celtics will be coming into town for the next. Hits it again. Wow.
He's at 50 again. He's done this up 2 times this year.
This has become old hat. He's tied for the 4th most 50-point game he's in a single season.
And this is his 9th 50-piece, tying the great Wilt Chamberlain. Kobe's 10 is next at 3. And now we'll take a moment to check out the stats for Tyrese Maxey. He's coming off an excellent season. He averaged about 26 points a game last year, 6 assists and 3 rebounds. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
Inside, and Thompson throws it down.
Cunningham, a 6'6" guard, built to operate in the pick and roll.
Embiid dishes to Embiid, and they pick up 2. Embiid's got his second basket of the game.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being a big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
And Cunningham with the slam.
Look at him get up. Cade has some hops now.
And here's Embiid for 3. The 76ers another 3.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc. Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Down low. Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
Playing above the rim. This kid, Ausar Thompson, can fly.
MP finds Embiid. Back to Embiid. The tray. Traps in the tray. Laws has got 59 points.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Yeah, and where is the defense been? They've been content to let them fire away. They've got to close out to the arc. Well, that's what you want. Get him the ball and see if he can close the gap.
This is the kind of selfless leader Maxey is. He knows how important it is to share the ball.
Thompson, a screen on Maxey. Cunningham passes to Duran. Robinson for 3. The rebound by Paul George. The 76ers leading by 21. And Duncan Robinson, one of the more efficient three-point marksman coach in this league.
Yeah, look, Kevin, Duncan Robinson built his game around his three-point shooting, and the threat of the three has drawn more defensive attention, and Duncan Robinson has learned to make plays for other people based on the defense that he sees a much improved all-around basketball.
It's Cunningham with the drive. They get a hand on it. George with the steal. Here's MP, and MP throws it down.
And that's how you execute in the open floor. Great job by MP to get to his spot.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Some changes for Philadelphia. Arlo's checked in, and it's Quentin Grimes in for Edgecombe. Jenkins is checked in for the Pistons. Thompson outside. For three. Jenkins can't get it to go. Philadelphia shooting an unbelievable 70%. You won't see performance like this too often.
Looming large on the interior. It'd be hard to deny.
Pass to Holland. Robinson kicks to Holland. Here's Thompson, and Thompson slams it home.
And his athleticism is really off the charts. I've seen Thompson punch it home like that.
Maxey passes to Moss. And another one falls. Amazing. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Duran sets the screen for Thompson. To the middle. 5 to shoot. There's the triple. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, Duran has those long arms. Terrific rebounder on both ends.
It's Grimes on the wing. And here's MP for connects again from distance.
And now for this franchise, he's hit the most threes in a single season.
His incredible range stretches out the defense on a nightly basis. It's an intense look at that.
Damn it, man.
Well, when he's on, we can really see the talent that made Thompson a top 5 player.
And MP throws it down.
Well, he leads everyone in scoring, and he shows no intention of slowing down.
That one's rebounded by Embiid. They're enjoying the commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
And the 76ers with some changes. Andre Drummond's checked in for Embiid. And Kelly Oubre subbed in for Maxey. And then for Detroit. Stewart checked in for Holland. Tobias Harris comes in for Thompson. And it's Green in for Robinson. For three, Harris. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Here's MP. Great D that time from Green. Pass to Harris. Lets a floater go. Rebound by the 76ers. Arlo's got 4 rebounds now tonight. The three from MP. Duran pulls it in. Duran's got rebound number 8 now on the night. To the paint. And Duran slams it in.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
And that one's good. Drummond.
Well, he knew the contact was coming. Drummond took it anyway and finished.
On the wing, Harris. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got 7 rebounds in the game. Boss, and he makes it on the wing.
His scoring is a big reason why they're up right now. Let's see if they can close it out.
Pass to Jenkins. Stewart, a screen for Jenkins. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Jenkins got 6.
Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the three.
And MP throws it down.
Readiness is so important, and the moment he saw his opening, MP was ready to attack.
Duran finds Stewart. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good look.
And here's MP for 3. Hits the 3-point bomb.
And what a competitor. I mean, he's been looking for a shot all game long. He showed it almost the entire road to him offensively.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one's all but over already. Philadelphia ahead, just dominating this one. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. While we have a chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact that
He's checked in for the 76ers. So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Holland comes in for Tobias Harris. Asar Thompson, he's checked in for Javonte Green. Robinson is subbed in for Jenkins.
and physically there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
On the floor for Detroit, Holland is out there with Asar Thompson. Then it's Cade Cunningham. Then there's Jalen Duren. And it's Robinson in at the 2-guard spot. Cunningham for 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Cunningham's got 13 points in the second half.
Well, it's only his second 3 of the night. If he's going to heat up, the second half is a great time to do it.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. Pass to Thompson. Puts up a 3. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 11 rebounds in the game. Duren pulls it in. Detroit's got 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here on the floor. 3-pointer. Rebound by the Pistons. Duren's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Back to Robinson. There's the walk to Duren. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Well, you can see it in his assist number. Robinson has shown growth as a playmaker.
The 3 from MP. Again, what an avalanche.
He just notched 92 points on that.
Simply surreal. G.A., I'm not sure even he can believe what's going on right now.
Man, and you always depend on him and what to lead you to the right place with that pass. Money.
Edwards, he's checked in for Quentin Bryant.
Well, a lottery pick back in 2022. Jalen Duren brings energy to this team. A big frame, toughness down low.
Holland, the pass to Robinson. Cunningham outside. Hit the floater, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assist. Robinson's got assist number 5 for tonight. Here's Boss. And another one falls.
And he's now tracking 4 close points in an NBA game all the time. He is knocking down everything.
It's truly one of the greatest games in league history. He cannot miss. The 3, and again.
Unreal. He's got the 4 close points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history. That shot wide open.
Matching baskets from the perimeter and the earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
From deep. And good. There's another.
And that score will be clear into third all-time for scoring in a game.
Well, G, you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished either. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. So Thompson will go to the free throw line. It's going to be on MP. And the 76ers making a change here. Arlo's checked in. Greg the Pistons had some decisions to make this summer with some of their veterans hitting free agency.
And with Cade Cunningham making All-NBA and earning that raise, a tighter series financially, not easy to keep a hot team together. And as we head to the final buzzer here, crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record book books as a gaudy win for the 76ers.
You don't see this kind of a blowout, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out these kind of punishments.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And an important milestone for them tonight as they pick up win number 10.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys. And look at the stats confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
Robinson kicks to Holland. Cunningham hooks out. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And you got to like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry over into the next game.
Yeah, a lot stings a little less. You at least feel like you put up the fight, but only a little.
And it's just competing, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
So with Philadelphia winning this one easily, they won this game going away. They were the better basketball team by far.
And you got to command this sort of dominance, particularly here at home. Man, it's a great feeling when you play almost a perfect game and to have that crowd be so pumped up.
Now, let's go to our sideline reporter, Dominic Campbell.
I'm here with MP, who just set the rookie record for threes in a season. How much was this on your radar? Did you know when you set the record?
Dom, look at it. There was no way not to know. My teammates have been updating me all season. I can hear them calling it out from the bench. Those guys, man, those guys are my guys. And now that
back to you, Kevin.
All right, Dominic, thanks. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. And for all of us here at the table, Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony and our terrific sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us tonight. We'll see you later.
Attention.